Welcome back to checking to make sure my deck. Hey, look! Make sure my deck is facing the right way here as I shuffle. Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, this is going to be a follow-up on United Healthcare, but not on Brian Thompson, the CEO that was recently shot. I was seeing news today that Luigi Mangione, they found, I think they said that the bullets they found on him were a match for the ones at the crime scene, or the guns a match. They're fine, and like his fingerprints are a match for like the water bottle and the wrapper that were in the garbage can. So he does have a lawyer. His lawyer's like, don't judge this guy yet. There's a lot of information to come out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what makes it into court, what doesn't make it into court, that sort of thing. I do think they got the right guy. But getting the right guy and proving it are two different things. Okay? Just throwing that out there. When the United CEO Andrew Witty addressed the company after the shooting of the former president, he put out a video to the U.S. Healthcare employees, and somebody shared it with a reporter. Amongst great quotes in there is, "We guard against the pressures that exist for unsafe care or for unnecessary care." Dude, you're not getting the memo. In your quest to prevent unsafe or unnecessary care, you're denying lots of people who are paying for the benefits to get care. And you don't understand why people are angry with you? Further, there are very few people in the history of U.S. healthcare who have had a bigger positive impact on American healthcare than Brian Thompson. Did I mention the bit about you denying 32% of your claims and setting up AI to help speed up those denials? The health system needs a company like United Health Group, and it needs people like Brian within it. You're not getting the message. That is a problem. Our role is a critical role. We need to make sure that care is safe, appropriate, and delivered to the people when people need it. And we guard against pressures that exist for unsafe care or unnecessary care to be delivered in a way which makes the whole system too complex and ultimately unsustainable. So we're going to continue to make that case. We're going to continue to do the work we do. That is basically somebody not getting the memo. That's going to be somebody who, he just thumbed his nose at the shooter, basically. He doubled down. We're not changing. You murdering one of our own leaders is not going to force us to change. I'm not advocating for violence. I'm just saying that this shooting touched a nerve with people on both sides of the political aisle. And this current CEO he's tone deaf. He doesn't get it. So let's look at the energy around this CEO. His name is Andrew Witty, of all things, and find out what is he all about. And again, not advocating for violence, but if you wanted to put a target on your back, you just did it with that, because this is a video that got leaked. It was sent from an employee to a reporter, and the reporter sent it out there. So now this guy's out there basically daring people. This is for entertainment purposes only. We do not advocate violence on this channel. Instead, we will look at the energy around Andrew Witty. Two of coins. I think you're focused too much on money and not enough on healthcare. It's a balancing act, but they are out of balance because they're focused too much on saving money and providing inadequate healthcare than maybe providing too much healthcare and worrying less about money. Cross with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. there was a message basically sent here about United Healthcare's practices, and the unaliving of Brian Thompson was kind of a stark warning about their practices. Sorry, took a quick break for a second to address Nico's needs. Queen of Swords. It's a very stark message. I was watching another TikTok video. Sorry, the way we refer to TikTok videos. It was about a billionaire who, and I have to find his name. It was on the video. He's a plutocrat. And plutocrat, I had to look it up. I've heard the term. I didn't know what it meant. It was basically a really, really wealthy person who buys political influence. Sound like the United States these days? And he basically acknowledged that he wasn't smarter than anyone. He didn't work harder than everyone. He was a middling student. He just happened to be born into the right family and was in the right place at the right time, was very lucky. He said two of the skills that he does have is he has an incredible tolerance for risk, and he has great intuition about how things will pan out. And he was saying, right now, after this UHC, the United Healthcare shooting, what I see are pitchforks. Does this sound familiar at all? It's like when you and you started talking about how the wealth from when Reagan took office through today, the top 1% had a bigger and bigger slice of the pie, and the bottom 50% have had a smaller and smaller slice. And he says at some point, the people on the bottom will not tolerate that anymore, and they will come for the 1% at the top to exact revenge, as it were. And he said they will not be nice about it. So it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. It's French Revolution stuff all over again. So if you have to, as he addressed the audience, for all my fellow plutocrats out there, we need to fix this now before they get to that point. And that's kind of the message I'm getting here is, hey, you know what? You brought this on yourself. You need to make a choice, because if you keep going down that, expect more of these events. In the past, here you go, healthcare. People working, paying their dues, then they're denied the healthcare coverage that they've worked hard for. Plain and simple. I mean, you really can't make it more simple than that. Current situation is the Six of Cups. There is such a disconnect, a naivety with Andrew Witty in his statement. He lives in a bubble. He lives in a different world. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the anger that's there because it's never been publicly expressed. That's what we're looking for. It has not been publicly expressed like this before, and he doesn't know what to do with it. Here's the thing. He thinks this guy's a one-off. Does he not know about copycats? Overarching energy is the Four of Cups. He doesn't want to change. He doesn't feel he needs to change. This is just a setback. We're going to just keep doing stuff the way we're doing. Matter of fact, maybe we could deny every third claim. Get up to from 32 to 33%. Save even more money. This guy is not getting it. 6 cups, 4 cups. He's not getting it. He doesn't get it at all. He's going to get it, though. High Priestess, the lesson to be learned. There's wisdom in a message with this event. He can choose to ignore that, or he can choose to heed it. Right now, it appears he's choosing to ignore it. He will do so at his peril. Maybe not him personally, but certainly his company's peril. Outcome, 9 of Cups. Nope, not changing a damn thing. It's the way he likes it. He's in charge, and it's going to stay that way. Well, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Oh, I do not envy his family, his extended family. Because, people, maybe, again, I'm not advocating anything. It's just these CEOs will start getting security details. They'll beef up security at their house. They will beef up security when they're traveling. If they have conferences like this, there's going to be more security up front. They'll throw some money at it to make themselves feel safer. So they themselves may be a little bit untouchable, but there's other ways to get to them that's not them personally from watching way too many TV shows, cop shows, terrorist shows, that type of thing. All right, so what does Andrew Witty think that this is just a one-off case? Does he think that he's not going to be put under threat in this case? I just got the feeling I see the Page of Pentacles coming up here. Ten of Cups, happy family. Yeah, he does. He's in his own world. He truly is in his own world. He's, it's not integrity, it's delusion. It's not taking the good and the bad, it's taking the good with the better. He's ignoring the bad. He should be looking over his shoulder, because you're antagonizing people by this. And you're talking people's families. If he doesn't look over his shoulder, if he's delusional, things are not good things are going to happen to him. It's a matter of time. You've got, right now is the time to change, to make things better. Look down the road, make things better, have your company work with integrity, lest it be brought down. The next question I want to ask is probably the next question you're wondering if I'm going to ask, which is, will somebody pew him? I'm not going to ask that. And it's getting, I'm curious. I want to know. I know you want to know, but can we just agree that that's maybe something we shouldn't read on? All I'm going to say is, from that last spread there, he has an opportunity to turn the ship around and make decisions that help people and their families, and failure to do so will likely yield consequences that he will not be pleased with. What's the overall energy, the message here? Maybe this better way. In the next year, will United Healthcare and other healthcare groups, providers, get the message and stop trying to maximize profits over people's health? Give them a year. I'm not holding my breath on this one, by the way. Greed is such a strong feeling. King of Wands. They need to take action. What actions will they take? That was the signifier before, putting profits over health. Got two cards pulled out here. Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, Two of Wands. I'm not excited. Now, they could be taking action about looking to the future and decisions that they make in the future about healthcare. And you know what I'm seeing here? Honestly, I'm seeing people. First off, I think people are going to leave United Healthcare. There might be some other companies that do that as a PR thing for their employees. People that were voluntarily on United Healthcare might leave. But there's going to be money leaving United Healthcare. But if he doesn't take action on this, that may not be the only thing. He might be leaving. He might become, his comments with this, maybe I'll ask that. This is almost like, you just created a firestorm. Maybe you need to take a vacation. Think a little bit about what you said. This is, I'm wondering if the board will, because of these comments and his attitudes, will Andrew Witty be replaced as the CEO of the United Healthcare Group? I think that's his title. Will he be replaced from his CEO title? Replaced might be promoted for all we know, right? But will he be replaced? The implications: step down, fired, spend more time with your family, type of thing. Andrew Witty. Let's see. A little four-carder. We'll wrap this up. Knight of Cups. Well, he's not really a false friend. Maybe is there going to be an offer here? Let's see. There's going to be an agreement. You did that to yourself. Looking for new opportunities. 5 of Swords. Wow. They're either going to promote him. Boy, you're our guy here. We like what you did there. You're going to continue to lead the way. Or they're going to offer him a package because you did it to yourself. This interesting is this 5 of Swords here. It's driving people away. It's going to end up being? It's going to be, how does the public react to his statements? If there's a strong negative reaction to his statements and, people start making noise, protesting, and calling him out on social media and making a bunch of noise, then they'll let him go because it's bad public relations for them. Because guess what? They can replace him with another CEO. There's always another sociopath, plutocrat out there willing to step in and take that position and screw people over. Just, same new boss, same as the old boss type of thing. Will he be replaced? It depends on public reaction. If there's a strong backlash, yes. If there isn't a strong backlash, there's no reason to. As a matter of fact, if there isn't a strong backlash, they're just going to assume that he speaks the word of God and they're going to keep him around and give him a bonus. You know what I mean? So that's on us. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. We do not advocate for violence on this channel, so please don't go pew-pewing healthcare CEOs or plan to do such things. But I hope the reading does provide some insight as to what might be going on in the background here and maybe certain paths forward depending on decisions that we make, since we all have free will. Thank you very much again, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.